Okay, back at Port Sorell. I'm going to test the iSonic 67 with the 7.8 and a Tribal Weedspeed 33. So last time I was on the Chopper 36 and I was moving the mast base around. This time I'm going to be on the Tribal Weedspeed 33 and I'll do the same. Alright, hope there's enough wind. Bit of wind. Much flatter than with the pointer. There's not a lot of wind, so I'm going to just put the mast track to the back, center. I'm just going to put it back to where it was with the chopper the other day, about there. Boom feels higher. There's a good bit of wind there, but I'll hope to get it the other way. Bit of wind here, maybe. Bit of wind here. Right, I had the 33 Weedspeed in, felt great, but I've really underdone. There's not enough wind. Rather than change boards, I'm going to put the chopper in. I'm going to have the mast track at the back and see how that goes. Right, got the Chopper 36 in. I'm going to keep the mast track, the base at the back and see how that all feels. Still not a lot of wind, but it'll be interesting just to see, yeah, how it feels compared with the Weedspeed. Got the whistle back. And suddenly, yeah, you got that pointing and lift. Feels good. Starting very full. Very broad. bearing off a fair bit, so it's hard to bear off that much more. Change back. Right, I'm just going to try the Tribal Weedspeed again. Feels quite good. I sort of feel like I'm pointing a bit now, just with that extra wind. See how we go. Okay, back in off the water. That was good fun. Testing the Tribal Weedspeed with the mast base in different positions. Yeah, not a lot of wind. I had it in the centre, moved it to the back, felt better in the back, but with not much wind I changed to the chopper. Instantly had a lot more lift, could get back up the run easier. Felt really good, the chopper. The board was humming, but not super quick. It wasn't that windy. Probably getting 33, maybe a 34 knot run with the chopper. Sailing that for quite a while, really enjoying it, and I thought I better go back and try the Weedspeed again. There's a bit more wind when I was using the chopper, so I thought it'll be a good comparison just to see how they feel. So I put the Weedspeed in and I kept the mast base at the back, and it felt great. I was really surprised how good it felt. Very comfortable off the wind. I think I might have got some of my top speeds with the Weedspeed, and it wasn't necessarily any windier at all. Really just seems to release going off the wind nicely. Definitely with the 33, I think that's better with that wider tail and having the mast track back further. I think both of those things helped a lot. No spin outs, and it really felt good. So good test, good fun. I think yeah, with the 31 I was just putting a bit too much pressure on the fin with the 31 Weedspeed and the mast track in the middle. I'd go to bear off and I'd just spin out quite often. When I didn't spin out, it felt great, but it was just on that bear off that if you lost it, you just wouldn't be able to regain it again. But none of that today. So just, yeah, keen to keep trialing these combinations. I think when it was lighter, the chopper was great. As it got gustier and a bit windier, I think I can get top speed with the Tribal Weedspeed.
Okay, here we go. I've got the data for the Weedspeed 33 and the chopper 36. Interestingly, when I was out with the Weedspeed, I had it centrally, the mast base position. Then I moved it to the back and it felt better, and I certainly had better speeds in those 3 runs than I had prior to that. I then went back out with the Weedspeed again in the back position. So top speed for the Weedspeed 34.3, and I had another 34 knot run, and 5x10 31.4, and you can see my top 2 2-second runs were those two. For the chopper, top speed 33.9, that was that run, and 5x10 31.8. Not a lot between the two. Did get the fastest runs with the Weedspeed, but it was the opposite for the 5x10. It was sort of nearly half a knot quicker on the 5x10 with the chopper, half a knot slower with the chopper on the 2-second. It was all pretty interesting. I found the chopper pointed better, made it easier to get up to the other end of the run, and probably just average speed was a lot quicker. But then when you did get a gust and could bear off, I felt the Weedspeed certainly could release really well and felt great. I'd been using the 31 and spinning out a bit and had the mast track centrally, the Weedspeed 31, so I think having the mast track back and using the bigger fin, the 33, has really helped, and keen to just use that combination in a bit more wind. And yeah, good just going back and forth between the fins. I'm glad I changed back and had another go with the Weedspeed.